Ayan, naririnig niyo na ba ako? Ayan. So, ayun nga. Itong quadrilaterals, so it's anything that has 4 sides. So, kahit anong klaseng polygon, basta merong 4 sides. It is considered as a quadrilateral. So, next one. As you can see dun sa ating video na nasa gilid nyo, yung quadrilaterals, meron siyang under na 3 different kinds. So, meron dyang parallelogram, merong trapezoid, and meron ding kite. So, yung parallelogram, from the word itself, parallel. So, it means na yung sides niya is parallel to one another. So, sa parallelogram, I will try to draw a parallelogram. Ayan. So, kunyari, imagine nyo na lang parallelogram to. This side and this side are parallel to one another. Tapos, ito ding gilid niya, parallel pa din siya sa isa't isa. So, ibig sabihin, yung space nila sa gitna is equal. So, kung ano yung space dito sa taas, yung pa rin yung space sa baba. Kaya siya naging parallel. And under the parallelogram is your rhombus, rectangle, and square. Kapag rhombus, yung sides ng isang rhombus, palakihan ko lang. Yan. So, kung makikita nyo, yung sides ng rhombus, para lang siyang parallelogram, but then it's a smaller version. So this time, a rhombus has 2 parallel sides, but all sides are equal. So ayan. Kung makikita nyo, itong side na to, yung taas at baba, parallel sa isa't isa, yung kaliwa at kanan, parallel pa din. And then yung sukat nito, kung 4 yung sukat ng side na to, 4 din to, 4 din to, 4 din to. So, ganun ang rhombus. So, hindi necessarily 90 degree yung angle niya. Basta yung sides niya are equal. Next one naman is yung rectangle. So, kapag sinabi nating rectangle, 2 sides are still parallel, but this time, all the angles are 90 degrees or equal. So let me draw a rectangle. So in this rectangle, etong side na to, yung baba at taas, equal sila. And then yung dalawang sides equal. Tapos yung angles nila, lahat 90 degrees. So pare-parehas ng sukat yung angles nila. Kung kanina sa rhombus, iba-iba yung sukat. Dito sa rectangle, pare-parehas yung sukat ng angles nila. And the last one, you can see there is the square. So yung square, para siyang pinaghalong rhombus at rectangle. So yung square, meron siyang 4 different sides which are equal. And then yung 4 different angles niya are also equal. So ang square, pwede siyang maging rhombus kasi meron siyang 4 equal sides. Ang square din pwedeng maging rectangle kasi meron siyang 4 equal angles. So a rhombus cannot be a rectangle. Bakit? Kasi yung angles niya hindi equal. Same thing sa rectangle to a rhombus. Hindi siya pwede kasi ang rhombus dapat equal lahat ng sides. Pero itong tatlong to, lahat yan is under a parallelogram. Next one naman is yung ating trapezoids. So sa trapezoid, meron tayong exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. So kung makikita nyo dyan sa drawing, yung trapezoid, yung taas, tsaka yung baba lang ang parallel. Yung kaliwa at kanan, hindi siya parallel. And then for the last part is your kite. So obviously, yung drawing ng kite is yung kite na parang pinapalipad lang natin sa labas kapag naglalaro. So this kind of quadrilateral, as you can see, is the two bottom parts, yung baba ng kite, equal yung length nila, same as dun sa length nung nasa taas ng kite. So yung nasa baba, tsaka yung nasa taas ay equal. So ito at ito, parehas sila ng sukat. Ito at ito, parehas ng sukat. So bakit kailangan alam niyo yun? Kasi it would tell you something about your angles. So here, meron akong kite. This one, sa bottom part. Ito. So ito, tsaka ito, pantay. Ito, tsaka ito, pantay. Tapos, yung angle na to, tsaka ng angle na to, equal sila. Equal. So, yun yung tatandaan nyo sa kite. Yung taas at baba, magkasukat. Yung baba, mali pala. Yung nasa kaliwa at kanan na taas, equal. And then yung nasa kaliwa at kanan na baba, equal. Tapos, yung angle nila na magkatapat, equal rin. So those are what you have to remember when it comes to the family of quadrilaterals. Are there any questions, clarifications about the families of quadrilaterals? Okay, kung wala, we have here our words. So we have here words. So meron akong congruent, perpendicular, and proportion. So let's start with our first word. Yung first word natin ay congruent. When you say congruent, it is equal. So kung ano yung nasa kaliwa, yun yung nasa kanan. Kung ano yung nasa taas, yun yung nasa baba. For example, all the sides of a square are congruent to one another. Ibig sabihin nun, yung sukat ng lahat ng sides ng square ay congruent or pare-parehas. Next one, perpendicular. Kapag sinabi two lines are perpendicular to one another, ibig sabihin kapag nag-intersect sila, kunyari yung X, magiging perpendicular siya kapag nakakabuo kayo ng 90-degree angle. For example, yeah. So, meron dyan parang plus na drawing. Kapag ito ay 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, basta meron dyang magkatapat na 90 degrees, ibig sabihin, perpendicular siya. For example, meron akong square. So, kapag sinabi na ang diagonals, so ang diagonal, obviously, yun yung diagonal line. So, bubuo kayo ng diagonal line. Pag sinabi, the diagonals of the square are perpendicular, ibig sabihin, ito daw na buo natin na diagonal line, makakabuo siya ng 90 degree na angle. So, yun yung perpendicular. So, those are the two words that you have to remember, congruent and perpendicular. Now, I will be introducing you to a word called geometric mean. So, ito, nasa libro nyo na siya. Geometric mean. So, kapag sinabi natin na geometric mean, what you have to do is you just have to multiply the numbers given and then find the square root. Positive square root lang. For example, you are asked to find the geometric mean of 3 and 2. So, hanapin nyo daw yung geometric mean ng 3 and 2. So, what you have to do is you just have to multiply. So, 3 times 2 is 6. And then, find the square root of 6. So, square root of 6 is square root of 6 pa din. So, the geometric mean is square root of 6. Ganun lang siya. So, multiply and then find the square root. Multiply and then find the square root. So, for example, may letters, may variables tayo. Kunyari, merong 10x and 5x. 10x and 5x. So, multiply lang. 10 times 5. So, that's 50. X times x is x squared. And then, square root ng 50x squared. So, 50, pwede mo pa siyang i-factor out na 2 times 25. And then, x squared. If you take that out, since 25 is a perfect square, pwede mo siya ilabas, di ba? So, 5. And then, si x squared ay squared, so pwede mo rin siyang ilabas. So, you have 5x square root of 2. So, this is the geometric mean of 10x and 5x. Questions? Clarifications? Are there any? Wala? So far, wala? Okay, we're good. So for the next part of our review, it would be about proportion. So dito, medyo maraming nahihirapan sa proportion, but actually, it's the easiest part of the lesson. Yan. For example, meron akong dalawang rectangle. Or kahit dalawang quadrilateral na lang. Sabi dito, si quadrilateral A, B, C, D at si quadrilateral E, F, G, H are similar. So, similar daw sila, si A, B, C, D, tsaka si E, F, G, H. So, kung similar sila, ibig sabihin, itong side na to ay proportionate sa side na to. Itong side na to ay proportionate sa side na to. So, how can you say if may values na tayo? Kunyari, this side is 4, this side is 2. Gawin natin to 6 kasi mas mahaba siya. So, 4 tsaka 6. So, if sa kabila, meron kang 6, mas maliit pala siya. Liitan natin yung number. 2, at ito ay x. So, how will you find x? So, since they are proportionate to one another, you know that 4 over 6 is also equal to 2 over x. So, 4 over 6 is equal to 2 over x. So, you just cross multiply. So, 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times x is 4x. Divide both sides by 4. So, 4x divided by 4 is x. And then sa kabila, 12 divided by 4 is 3. Therefore, the value of x is 3. So, ganyan lang. Dapat alam nyo kung alin yung magkakatapat na squares. For example, meron ulit akong ABCD. A, B. So, paano naman kapag ganyan? So, you have A, B, C, D, and then meron din akong E, B, G, F. A, B, C, D, tapos si E, B, G, F. Kapag sinabi na this rectangles or these quadrilaterals are proportional to one another, ibig sabihin, ganito pa rin siya. Similar pa rin siya. Nasa loob lang ni A, B, C, D, si E, B, G, F. Pero, kaya niyo naman siyang i-imagine na ganito. So, kunyari, same thing. Kung 4 to at 6 ito, and then, ito ay 2, ito ay x. So, how would you find the value of x? It's going to be the same thing. So, ganito pa rin yung gagawin nyo. Kunyari, ang given naman ganito, AD over DC is equal to EF over question mark. AD over DC is equal to EF over question mark. So, anong gagawin nyo? Hanapin nyo lang yung magkakatapat. Kung ito si AD at ito si DC, ano yung katapat niya sa maliit na rectangle or parallelogram? Ano yung katapat niya? So, si AD, ang sabi, ang katapat daw niya ay si EF. So, ibig sabihin, si DC, ang magiging katapat niya ay ito, si F, G. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging sagot nyo ay si F, G. So, ganun lang. Same thing naman kapag angles yung hinanap. Sasabihin naman doon, kunyari sinabi ito ay rectangle. Rectangle. Pag sinabi na itong given natin ay rectangle, automatic 90 degrees lahat to. At dahil 90 degrees yan, ibig sabihin yung maliit, 90 degrees din lahat. So, ganun lang siya. What you have to remember lang is kapag rectangle and square, lahat ng sides niya ay 90 degree ang angle. Kapag rhombus, it depends dun sa given na value. So, kapag rhombus siya, one thing about parallelogram is that yung magkatapat na angles, ayan, draw akong bago. So, ayan. So, ito at saka ito, tapos ito at ito, equal sila. Ganon kapag parallelogram. So, kung ito ay 65, yung kabila ay 65. Kung ito ay 75, yung kabila 75. Ganon lang. Paano mo naman hahanapin yung kabilang katapat? Ito, tsaka ito. Isusubtract mo lang sila sa 180. So, 65, 180 minus 65, so that would be your answer. So, the answer is 115. 15. So, you have 65 and 115. So, ibig sabihin nun, kung 115 itong nasa left side, upper left, ibig sabihin, 115 din yung nasa lower right. So, ganun lang yung way ng paghahanap ng angle, sukat ng angles, kung ano yung kaproportion niya na side, and then sukat ng sides. So, given naman, lagi naman kasing may given na parts dyan. So, let's try another shape. Kung kanina nag-focus tayo sa rectangle, squares, sa part ng parallelogram, what if trapezoid naman? Kapag naman sa trapezoid tayo, di ba yan ang trapezoid? Ito namang angle na to ay equal. So, sa baba naman yung equal. Kung ito ay 115, mag-draw na 5, yan. 115 din tong kabila. Kung ito ay 70, 70 rin yung kabila. Which means, ito at ito yung equal. So, ganun lang din yung paghahanap ng angles ng isang trapezoid. So, same thing kapag naman kite yung given sa inyo. Yan. So, kunyari, ito yung kite natin. So, yung nasa right side, kunyari siya ay 10 degrees. Ibig sabihin, yung nasa left side naman, 10 degrees pa din. Kasi itong dalawang to ay equal sa isa't isa. And then, what if, kunyari, itong isa ay nawawala. So, kung ito yung pinapahanap, tapos given to, tapos given din to, kunyari ito ay 100. So, you have 100 degrees plus 10 plus 10. So, that's 120 degrees. Ang total lagi ng isang quadrilateral is 360. So, you just have to subtract. So, 360 minus 120 is 240 degrees. Ibig sabihin, yung sukat ng angle sa baba ay 240 degrees. So, that's how you are going to find the sides of a triangle. Of a kite pala, sorry. So, that's how you would be able to find the sides of a quadrilateral. So, under quadrilateral, you have your parallelograms, trapezoids, and your kite. So, other than that, so same thing lang, ganun din. So, paano naman kung may given sa inyo na ganito? Let's go back to proportion. So, what if ganito naman yung given sa inyo? You have 10 over x is equal to 15 over y is equal to 20 over 40. So, how would you be able to find the values of x and y kapag proportion sila? So, since proportion nga sila, pwedeng piliin mo lang muna si 10 over x or si 15 over y. So, you just have to cross-multiply the two. So, kung ito ay 10, ito ay 15, ito ay 20, ito ay x, ito ay y, ito ay 40. So, kunyari, I would choose 10 over x is equal to 20 over 40. So, that would give me 400 equal to 20x. Divide both sides by 20. So, that's x equal to 20. So, ibig sabihin si x mo ay 20. So, meron ka ng 10 over 20 is equal to 15 over y is equal to 20 over 40. Ayan. So, kapag ganyan na yung naging answer nyo, meron na tayong x 20. Huwag nyo na pahirapan yung sarili nyo na magko-cross multiply pa kayo ng 15 saka ng 20y. You could just look at the pattern. So, 10 over 20, so that's 1/2. 20 over 40 is also 1/2 kasi 10 times 2 is 20, 20 times 2 is 40. Ibig sabihin, si 15 over y, 1/2 rin siya. So, 15 times 2, y is equal to 30. So, y is equal to 30. Ganyan lang. kapag proportion lang yung pinapahanap sa inyo. Other than that, reminders lang pala sa angles. Dahil baka malimutan nyo kung paano i-rename ang mga angles. Kunyari, meron tayong ABCD. Kunyari, meron tayong ABCD. So, si quadrilateral ABCD, pag ito yung hinahanap na angle, pwede mo siyang tawagin angle B. Pwede mo rin siyang tawagin na angle M, angle M. Angle A, B, C. So, ganyan yung pagsusulat ng angle. So, si angle B tsaka si angle ABC, iisa lang siya. So, paano mo malalaman kung iisa lang siya? Dapat, yung nag-iisang letter dito, yun yung gitna nung kabila. For example, ito, angle BAD. Pwede ko rin siyang tawaging angle A. So, yun yung nasa gitna letter. Baka kasi maguluhan kayo, kunyari, nagkaroon ng example. What is the measure of angle A? Tapos yung next question, what is the measure of angle BAD? So, ibig sabihin, yung sagot nyo kay angle A, tsaka yung sagot nyo kay angle BAD is iisa lang. Are there any questions, clarifications? So far, so good. Okay. So yun lang naman. Those are the things that you need to remember. So let me recall everything that we've reviewed. First one is your quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is any figure that has four sides. Under quadrilaterals is your parallelogram, trapezoid, and kite. So alam niyo naman yung itsura ng mga yon. And under parallelogram, you have your rhombus, rectangle, and square. So, those are the things that you need to remember. And then, kapag proportional, they should be equal. So, yung ratio nila sa isa't isa, dapat pare-parehas. And then, for the angles, so you can name an angle by 3 letters or just the middle letters. Also, you have the word congruent. So, congruent means equal. And then you have perpendicular, which is, it creates a 90-degree angle. So, other than that, I think you're good to go. So, do we have any questions, clarifications as of the moment? May tanong po ba? Okay. So if there are no questions, clarifications, kung nahihiya pa, okay lang. Sige, you could just message or post a comment whenever you would want to. So for the exact pointers, it would be your Module 3 and Module 5. Yes. So ito lang yung important dun sa exam. So, Module 3 and Module 5, kasi Module 4 naman is PT, so application lang siya ng Module 3. So, wala na. If you don't have any questions, clarifications, so that would end our review for today. And if ever may mag-arise na other questions, maybe we can do another review, but it depends naman. Kung madali lang naman yung question ng person, sasagutin ko na lang personally. So, ayun. So, that ends our review for today. So, thank you for listening, everyone, and that would be all. So, good luck and thank you. Bye bye.